for everybody. Saikat wants to ask a question, so we'll start with Saikat, but others also, please get ready with the questions. Hint of those questions, what to say, a sample set of questions has been given to you. You can choose from those questions, the 32 odd questions which have been provided, or you can choose from the other question that is there in your mind. So, Saikat, first question will come from you, and we'll start the session. Yes.
Thank you, sir, giving me the opportunity and good evening, all of you members and sir. Okay, so journey is very good, sir. It's been great going. So this I am facing a issue, sir, because I have already mentioned earlier that in my organization, what I need to do, sir, I need to present some of my work that I am doing in front of the 100, 200 members. Okay, so that time, just I have prepared in my all the things in very well manner. But in front of when I come in front of the people, sir, I just now I blank on all the things. Sir. My mind is blank, sir. I am not able to express my view, whatever I have done in backend. Okay, sir, I cannot express that view, sir. So how can I cope up the situation, sir? Because it's very important to work on the fear and challenges, sir, in my organization.
Okay, so there are 2 to 3 things that you have to do. First thing first, you know that it will happen and it will improve only through more and more of practice. That is number one. That is an undeniable fact. That is impossible. You can improve your confidence without having more and more of repetitions of what you're doing. So trust me, I have done 95 sessions for the last. This is the 95th batch that we were doing today, and today there was some network issue and even my mind got switched off. So it happens even with the best of the best people who, even if somebody has done it for hundreds of times. But there have been times in my life also when I was doing a particular presentation, my health was not that good, but because I had repeated that 95 number of times, I went on with the flow. So it's important that you keep on practicing. Number one is that. So I'll give you this example of Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs was a master presenter. He's known as the best presenter in the world. In terms of corporate communication, he was the best presenter, the best marketer, the best presentation given in the entire world. Now, he used to ensure that for every 5 minutes that he used to speak, he would have practiced for 55 minutes. And that is one particular thing that I always keep in mind, that, if I have to speak for 5 minutes, my content should be ready and I should have practiced it for 55 minutes of my time. Only then your subconscious mind will be ready to give the presentation in the most confident way. That is number one. Okay. Number two is the practice part of it. So you have to practice more. You have to make it so many times that your subconscious mind, your mind knows that I have done it 100 number of times. Now imagine this: if you have to drive a motorcycle, and you have been driving your motorcycle for the last 3 years, 5 years, you don't even think about it and you start driving it. Even if there is some minor problem, initially it was difficult, but now because of the practice, it has become amazingly well. So getting blank is a normal particular observation. It keeps on happening, but you have to increase the practice. I'm very happy today to see many of you learners were actually raising your hand and practicing with new learners. We're talking to new learners. So it's very, very important that we talk to new learners, talk to new people, talk to strangers, because that will build our confidence, because that is where we are lacking right now. Because when it comes to a large audience, you're facing problems. One more thing in your case, in terms of large audience, what you can do is you can go and speak on the stage, maybe at a time when nobody is there in the room. You can get on the stage when there is nobody in the room, and you can practice. If that is possible in the auditorium without the audience, you can do the practice. So because Steve Jobs used to do this without the audience, he used to go to that particular auditorium where he had to give the presentation, and he used to practice over there. That also helps psychologically. It helps you to practice at a bigger audience, kind of a thing. So if you have a one to many format like this particular classroom, I'm speaking to 25 people. If I can simulate this entire thing multiple number of times, why am I able to speak so confidently over here? Because I have done it so many times earlier. So if you can simulate that in your life, if you can simulate that in your office, that you can speak in the auditorium even when somebody is not there multiple number of times, I think that particular fear will go away. And it's all about practice, it's all about content. So for 5 minutes of content, you should be having 55 minutes of research done on that particular topic. That is also one thing which can help you. So you have to do more and more of research. You should be an expert on that particular topic, and it takes time. Perfection takes time, expertise takes time. There's this particular concept by Malcolm Gladwell which is called the 10,000 hour rule. You have to do, when does somebody become an expert on any particular topic? When he has done that for 10,000 hours, then you become an expert. Then you become somebody who is too, who can recon with, who can understand that particular topic very clearly. Look at Sachin Tendulkar. He was playing since a very young age. Look at Virat Kohli, playing since a very young age, then they became experts. So you have to understand it's a journey that is there of learning and growing. So initial few days you will be failing, and that is actually good, because you're failing. You are actually, you asked this question to me because you are failing, you're not able to do it in the proper way, according to your perfect level. You're not able to do it, and that is why you're asking this question. Maybe you got some, pointers here, and maybe you will go and implement all those things, and that is actually good, because you will be able to get the results better in that case. So it's a combination of all these things. And this, it's very simple actually. It's practice, it's more and more of repetition, and it's more and more of meeting with strangers and putting yourself in those difficult particular situations. The more you put yourself in the difficult situations, the more you fail. Basically, the more you fail, the better you become. Even in the entrepreneurship world, they have the concept of failing forward. So they fail, they try, they fail, they try, they fail, they try, and they keep on succeeding. So that will work over here also. Second. So I hope I have answered. And if there is sub query to this particular query, you can ask it. We can ask another query. No
No,
issues
sir.
with that.
Thank you. Thank you
So you
so much.
have to, keep on failing multiple number of times. You have to stand on the stage and give the presentation even when nobody is there. That will help you, I guess, for sure, because that has
Thank
helped.
you, sir.
That helps everybody. Yes. Yes, Mahesh is asking a question. Still not improving, Mahesh. When you join a gym, you don't measure your results on the fifth day, on the seventh day, on the 10th day. You don't measure your results like that. You measure your results after 21 days, right? 21 days. This is a journey. You measure your results after 14 videos. You measure your results after you have done a substantial amount of work. As I told for Psychath, the same applies in your case also, and for everybody over here. Everybody is on their journey of improvement. Yamshi, on a daily basis, she tells you that keep on growing by that 1% on a daily basis. It's mathematically compound, the power of compounding. Albert Einstein used to say this, that the power of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. There are only seven wonders in the world. The eighth wonder is the power of compounding. So when you keep on improving by that 1%, you can improve by 360, 3700%, not 365%, but 3700% in a year. You get 37 times better. So if you keep on making your 21 video, then you will be seeing the changes. If you make your 40 videos, then you will be seeing the changes inside of you. You don't measure your results on day one. If I go and join a gym, I don't see results happening in 7 days. I don't get my abs or muscles on seventh day, 10th day. It does not happen like that. It's a journey. You have to keep on practicing, keep on pitching in, keep on chipping in on a daily basis. And that is why we say, don't work very hard, but be consistent in your efforts. Give that 1% to us on a daily basis, and you will start seeing the results. So Mahesh, it's too early to judge yourself. Don't judge yourself right now. Judge yourself after your 14th video. Compare your day one video to your 10th day video. Compare your day one video to your 21st day video. Then come and tell us that I have not improved. And trust me, sometimes it happens. You would have felt this one experience. If you are on your weight loss journey, sometimes you're working very hard, you're dieting, you're going to the gym, and you are looking in the mirror yourself, and you're not able to see any changes. But many of the times what happens, when you go to a friend's place, you go to a relative's place, then they tell you that there is a lot of changes which has happened inside of you. You have lost some weight. What are you doing? They ask you, and then you come to realize. So, Mahesh, don't judge yourself, because when you will be looking at yourself, you will be looking at yourself critically. Ask some other members. Many of the times in our community, it has happened that somebody started a 21-day journey, and then other people started noticing, because others will notice it first. You will not be able to find out your own small improvements. You will be requiring somebody else, a third person, to tell you that yes, I have improved in a certain particular percentage. and they will be able to find those changes inside of you better than what you can do. So 5 years is 5 days is too early. Just wait for 10 more days. No, if you when you when the doctor gives you medicine, he gives you for a particular course. He gives you for a particular days that you take this medicine for 1 month. If you take it only for 5 days, if the problem is a bigger problem, the problem will not go away in 5 days. Okay, if you take the medicine for 5 days and you expect that I will get better with my fever, it will not happen. If the fever was big, if the fever was totally inside or inside of your body, it had totally destroyed your immune system, it will take some time. And that is how it is. You're fighting with the system, you're fighting with English right now. So just keep on pitching in on a daily basis, keep on growing by 1%, as Yamshi keeps on saying that, and you will be seeing the improvements happening very, very soon. I'm very, very sure of that, because there are so many learners out here who have improved in 21 days time. So check your day one video with your 10th day video, with your 21st day video, and then you will be seeing the improvements. For the earlier batches that we had, for the earlier batches, what we had learners who used to make 2 videos on a daily basis. Now the challenge is that we are making only 1 video on a daily basis. Earlier, the challenge was we used to give 2 topics on a daily basis, and people used to make videos. Yamshi ma'am is a live example. She was once a learner with us, and now she's an accountability partner. She had made 42 videos in 21 days. 42. Okay, and then she had seen the improvement. And then look at her today when she speaks, people just go in awe that it is really a particular amazing feat when she speaks. Her vote of thanks is the best vote of thanks. How has that happened? It has happened through those videos. The multiple number of times you keep on repeating some particular concepts, that is when you start improving. That is when you start seeing the transformation inside of you. So this is 5 days is too early a process. You just wait for some more time. Just don't give up the process. It's very easy to give up right now, Mahesh, but don't give up. Just keep on moving ahead, and trust me, you'll be getting the results. So yes, I want Neha ma'am to just come up. I think there are 2 more questions coming up in the group, but we'll go to Neha ma'am first, and then we'll come to the other questions. Yes, Neha ma'am.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sir, yeah, sir. I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
I am speaking nowadays, but I think my problem is when I started talking and speaking. So that time I speak during during the talking. Why am I facing this type of problem, sir?
I did not get the question properly. Can you just explain that properly? I did not get the
Sir,
exact problem.
actually, yeah,
Hmm.
sir. Actually, I am starting speaking nowadays.
Hmm.
But I think my problem is when I start talking and speaking in front of the people, that time I stop during the talking and speaking. So I don't know why am I facing this
When
type
you're
of
making
problem,
the
sir,
video, you're
actually.
not. When you're
Yeah, sir.
making the video, that is okay. But when you're speaking with somebody, then you face the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, correct, sir.
Okay, now I got it. So I was just guessing it that this is the problem. Okay, so what is
Yes, sir.
happening? Sometimes when you are actually speaking with somebody else, when you're speaking with yourself, you're very comfortable, right? Because when you're speaking with yourself, there is nobody around, right?
Correct, sir.
If I ask you to walk on the ground floor, right, you will not be having the problems. But if I start increasing your difficulty level, right, so then you will be starting to have problems. So when I ask you to walk on the 30th floor, imagine there is a bridge on the 30th floor. You will be having difficulty because it's a difficult particular problem. On the ground floor, you will not be having the fear of falling, but on the 30th floor, you will be having the problem of failing. So this is what is happening when you are making your video in your room. Right now, look at this particular setup that I have. I am alone in my room. There is nobody to bother me, and that is why I'm speaking whatever is coming to my mind. I'm able to speak properly. But if my family was over here, I would have got distracted. My mind would have started thinking that what are the other people thinking? Maybe they will judge me. Maybe they will, make fun of me later. They will pull my leg. And because of that, my mind starts having those difficulties, and mind starts creating problems are not that there, but it starts creating the problems. But what is the process? How can I improve that? I have to keep on facing the problems which are coming in my life. So let me no, if I want to improve that particular one thing, what I can do is I can ask my family purposefully to be over here and start making these videos. Because once I get comfortable with that level, I'll be able to create a video irrespective. So it will not be that anybody can disturb me at that point of time. So in your case also the same thing is happening. You are good with one level, you are now moving to a difficult level, it's level 2, and you have to clear level 2 also. Then you will be able to move to level 3. So it's a gradual process of incremental improvement. You're already improving. I'm very happy that you're doing one particular part proper, but there is a next level of hurdle which you're coming. So as you play a particular game, think it like a game, okay? Think it like a particular thing that it will happen. It's very very important to understand practice makes you perfect. You have to understand that what is the meaning of practice makes you perfect. On day one you'll not be perfect, but on day two you'll be facing the same problems, you'll be facing some hurdles, the obstacles will be there. But since you have practiced it multiple number of times, those obstacles will start becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, and they will automatically vanish from in front of you. The problems will be there. So as of now you're facing problems, it's actually good for you. Keep on facing the problems. We have given this as a challenge. Why is this called a challenge? Why is this not called a course? Because we want that you face it as a problem. This will be a problem. Speaking will be a problem. It is talking to strangers will be a problem. Speaking in this meeting of 30 odd people will be a problem. We know it is a problem. You will be hesitating, you will be facing issues, you will be having low confidence, you will not be fluent, we know that. But still you have to keep on doing it. You have to keep on practicing it. That will make you confident, that will give you the confidence. Because once you keep on practicing what is difficult, what is a problem, then the problems will start becoming smaller. You will start becoming bigger because of the practice, and the problems will start becoming smaller. That is how any learning happens, and this learning will also happen in a similar way. So increase the frequency is what I'll say. As I told you for psychoth, I told you the same thing. You can also just increase the pressure. If you're facing one particular problem, face the fear. That is what it is called. If you're facing the fear that I'll be making some mistakes, go and make 10 mistakes on a daily basis. If not 10, make 20 mistakes on a daily basis, because there is only a limit to the mistakes you can make. After 20 mistakes, after 30 mistakes, you will not be making any mistakes, because you have got the practice in that particular period. So the problem that is there right now, if you're having issues while talking to others, go and talk to more and more people. Then your problems will start decreasing, because after one talk it will decrease by 1%, that will not be visible to you. After second talk it will decrease by 1 more percent, it will not be visible to you. But after the third talk, fourth talk, fifth talk, your problem will start decreasing day by day by day, and you will be able to see the improvements inside of you, the transformation inside of you. You just keep on practicing more with more and more people. The problem that you said, keep on going and solving that problem. Keep on facing that problem on a daily basis. Then your improvements will start happening. Hope I'm clear, Neha.
Thank you, sir.
Just keep on doing
Uh,
that. And raise
Correct,
your
sir.
hand in the group. Raise your hand in the group. People will talk to you. People will interact with you. And that will give you more practice.
Correct, sir.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
you suggest very well, sir. I
Thank
will
you.
try.
Thank you.
Sure, sir.
Keep on doing it. Very good. I'm very happy because your improvements are already there. I think you day before yesterday or yesterday you gave your summary, and it was so beautiful. You had comprehensively given the summary. So you're already improving, but it just needs to keep on getting better. Every day you are getting better by 1%. That will help you improve in a fast way. Great job. Okay. So yes, I'll go to Prajakta now. Prajakta is saying, provide me some sentences of required for daily routine for speaking. There can be hundreds and thousands of particular sentences. We'll give that in the group if you want. We have already given you 1000 phrases, Prajakta, in the 3-day workshop. If you remember, you can go and start using those phrases also, because those are common phrases for daily conversations. We've already given you 1000 phrases. You can go to Chat GPT, you can go to Google, you can get hundreds and thousands of phrases. But the problem of sentences, but that will not solve your problem. Okay, that will not solve your problem. What will solve your problem is actually going and interacting with more and more and more and more people. And that is happening over here, right? In the group, you can raise your hand, you can talk to people. Somebody is calling you, talk to people, talk to more and more people. Use those sentences. Knowledge is not, I'll repeat that, knowledge is not what you know. Okay, knowledge is not what the number of books you have at your home. You can have hundreds of books at your home. You can download hundreds of PDFs, but that is not knowledge. Knowledge is what you use. And that's very important. So if I give you 100 or thousands of sentences, it will not make any sense if you're not using it. So start using those words. That is very, very important, because that will give you fluency. So my suggestion to you, Prajakta, would be, don't go for the sentences, go for the real practice. See, we have thrown you in the swimming pool, we have pushed you in the swimming pool. Now it's your job to, to bang your hands here and there and start to learn the swimming. We have pushed you already. So go and find out your own solutions, go and find out your, problems, and just fight with your problems. We have thrown you in the problems. We know that, and that is why this is a challenge. This is not a course where I am telling you something and you are just one sided, you are listening to something. No, it's not like that. We are giving you problems purposefully so that you can learn from those problems. You can go and practically apply that. So don't go for sentences, it is my suggestion. Go and practically talk to more and more people. Talk to 100 people in this 21 days. Can you do that? If you can do that, then your English will improve. Having a set of 100 sentences will not help you. Talking to 100 people will help you, because with every person you will be talking with some other sentence. Some other sentence will get used. So usage is more important over here, rather than accumulating more and more sentences or more and more PDFs, more and more books. That's very, very important, Prajakta. Uh, Rahul Bhatia is asking one question. Then we'll go to Subhashish. Rahul is saying how to speak English without hesitation and how to practice. We have all been telling you the same thing, Rahul. It's all about, coming over here, showing up. You have to raise your hand and you have to be there. Are you present in the 9 to 15 meetings? Are you doing your tasks? Are you, talking to the accountability partners? Are you raising your hand in the group and talking to more and more people? Are you speaking more? Are you doing the 80-20 rule? Are you speaking more in this 21 days journey? The more you will be doing it, the better your practice will become, and your hesitation will keep on decreasing on a daily basis. Your confidence will keep on increasing on a daily basis, and your hesitation will keep on decreasing. That is how it is going to happen. But what is important, number one, is you have to show up, you have to come there, you have to practice, you have to speak up, you have to own up, you have to take responsibility, you have to take charge, and you have to speak up. That is very, very important. The more you are able to do the practice part of it, both of these things will happen automatically. You'll start seeing improvements. So I hope I've answered your question, Rahul. If there is any sub question to that, please unmute yourself and you can ask it. So we'll go to Subhashish. Yes, Subhashish, and then we'll go to the other questions which are there.
Sir, good evening,
Good evening.
sir. Sir, actually, I face some issues, sir. When I narrate the topics, I would take some long pause to make a proper sentence in my mind, sir.
Okay.
That's a very difficult time to choose. I should I move forward, or should I make sentence in that time? So that is the issue I faces, sir.
Okay,
And
I can see that when you're speaking yesterday also, and I've been observing you as a speaker in the meetings. I keep on coming to the meetings and I keep on observing it. So you have got the words with you, that is very clear. But what is not there is the practice. What is missing in your case is the practice part of it. See, what is fluency? You have to understand it. Fluency is basically when you don't have to think about the next sentence. That is fluency. And until you reach fluency, you have to keep on practicing until you reach that particular one space where words are coming from your subconscious mind. Till that point, you have to keep on facing the problems, keep on making videos, keep on trying to speak to strangers, keep on trying to do everything that we are we are saying. You have to keep on doing everything that we are saying so that you can improve your particular this problem, because this is a problem, and this will go only with more and more of practice. So you need not frame the sentences. You have to mentally think of it as, I told you that so many things we have already talked today. 10,000 hours, the concept of 10,000 hours. You become an expert after 10,000 hours. So how many hours have you given yourself in English, right? That you have to think. Maybe not 10,000, but keep a target of, say, 500 hours I'll give to English, or 200 hours, or 100 hours I'll give to English. How many hours have you given right now? How many videos have you made right now? How many times you have challenged yourself that this is a new situation. I will still talk to somebody in the group. I'll still talk to somebody in the group and try to overcome this particular problem of hesitation. How many times have you summarized this particular thing? So point is, it's a 90-day journey. Overall, if you look at it, it's a 90-day journey. If you're not satisfied in 21 days of the changes that has happened inside of you, if you're still facing this problem that, I'm having the words in my mind, but I'm not able to speak it properly or with my level of satisfaction, you have to keep on increasing it. It's just about more and more of practice. It's just about more and more of RSLW that we are telling. So you are on the right path, but I think it's you have reached that 85%. And what is now required is you move from 85% to 95%. Now you have to understand this one thing, which is very, very pertinent and which is very, very important for all of you to understand. See, moving a student from 40 to 85 is very easy. Okay. 40 to 85 is very, very easy. But ask any topper of the class, from 85 to 95 is the most difficult challenge, because there you require meticulous, small incremental changes. And that is where practice will help. That is where the videos that we are asking you will help. Even I have faced those kind of problems. If you watch my 2 year back videos, you'll find that I was also not fluent in front of camera. Even I was facing a lot of issues while I was not confident. I was not speaking this loud in front of the camera. But how has that happened? It has happened by incremental daily improvements, incremental daily practice. So you also have to do the incremental daily practice, Subhashish, and that is the only solution in this particular case. The point is, you can take 5 years to do this practice, you can take 5 months to do this practice, or you can increase the frequency. As I told Neha, increase the frequency. How many times are you doing it? You have to do 100 hours. Okay, just imagine you have to do 100 hours of practice, and 100 hours will give you fluency. You can take 100 days to complete 100 hours, or you can take 10 days to complete. You can work 10 hours per day. So it all depends on you. So if you are having that, what to say, desire, that burning desire to improve your fluency, you will definitely spend more time. You will definitely spend more, interactions. You'll be doing more interactions with people. That is what is required right now. Do more of videos, do extra videos, do talk to extra people, then the problem will start improving. Okay, it's more about practice, because you have understood. The best part is you know your problem, and you have come to us. Now the problem is you have to just keep on incrementally doing it and increase the frequency. That is what I will tell you. Increase the
Yes.
frequency, words will start coming naturally to you, because it's just a frequency problem. Okay, words should come, automatically. That is fluency, and that is not coming to you because you are still 10 marks away from that 95, 10 marks away. And I told you, it will be a difficult phase. It will take a lot of, because from 40 to 85 it's very easy. You were able to make a video that was very easy, but now to take it to perfection, it takes sometimes years also for people to reach to that level of perfection. But trust me one thing, what is important is, you if you keep on trying, if you keep on striving, if you keep on increasing the frequency, definitely the results will be there. Okay, so just keep on doing that is what I would like to say. Okay, so we'll move to Suprabha
Thank you,
Nag.
sir. Thank you. I
Thank
got
you,
it,
Subhashish.
sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Subhashish.
Thank
So Suprabha Nag is saying, I speak in English, then I can frame sentences during communication with other one, and also when I have made a video, then I will show my confidence. I will so many confused. First, any topic, write and learn, then I will make video. So this is confused very much. Okay, so Suprabha, I'll tell you the entire process of what we do and why we do it. Okay, we'll come to Nishu after that. And we have got three more questions. So, Suprabha, why we are doing what we are doing is very, very important for all of us to understand. The process is very, very important. So, first thing first, what is the problem when you're speaking any particular thing? The problem is, anytime you're speaking, what is the problem with fluency? Why is your fluency not there? Because of two problems. First is the content problem, right? So if I ask you to speak on artificial intelligence, Suprabha, you will not be able to speak for 1 minute, 2 minutes time. But if I ask you to speak on your mother, on your father, on your best friend, you'll be able to speak. So there is a content problem, right? And the second is a fluency problem. You have come here to solve two problems. It's not one problem. Fluency is not your problem. Content is also a problem for all of you. Content is also a problem, and that is why for 21 days we give you 21 different content. And what we do, if you look at it properly, is in the morning we have given you the content. On that particular content, you go to Google, you go to YouTube, you're bombarding yourself with content. You can go to the group and you can see a video of somebody who has sent that particular video or sent that particular summary in the group. You can bombard yourself, you can put content inside of your body, right? So if the topic, if any topic is about, maybe the topic is about coffee, and you don't know anything about coffee, what you do first is you put your inside your brain content about coffee, more and more content about your coffee. Then you go and write a summary on that particular coffee. Because if you don't have a summary, what will you speak? You will feel confusion. You will not have the words while speaking. And that is why we are giving you a topic. Then we ask you to write on that topic. Why? Because then you will have something to speak. Because if you don't have content, the fluency will never be there. So, first thing first, we give you a topic, then we ask you to write, and then we ask you to speak on that topic. And then in the evening 9:15 you come back again, and then you speak on the same topic. There is a repetition. See, language is all about repetition. Once upon a time, how do you know it? Because once upon a time was repeated hundreds and thousand number of times in your life, and that is why you know it's once upon a time. And that is why we give you a topic, and for one day you're repeating the topic multiple number of times. You're watching somebody's video, you're creating your own video, you're writing on the same video, you're creating a summary on the same video, and at 9:15 you're listening to 10 different people on the same video on the same topic. What is happening? So much of content is going inside of you on one particular topic. What is happening because of this? Repetition, repetition, and repetition. And then you will be able to remember some sentences. Then you'll be able to frame better sentences. All of that, the science of language learning, is all put inside that task that we have. The MMDC task is scientifically researched to have to give you better results, because I've just explained that entire concept to you. If you can follow it properly, if you can do that with justice, you'll be getting amazing results. Okay, so we have two interviews lined up today, and we're having too many questions right now. We'll go to Nishu and then we'll go to Javed.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Nishu.
I have asked a question, sir. My mind goes blank every time I switch in the camera,
Okay, so
and
I think
when I start speak in other outside, I feel nervous.
these are common things. This has to happen. This is the process. Show me one learner, show me one small kid. Look at kids around you, look at kids in your family. Show me one kid who has learned to walk without falling down. He will fall 100 times and he will get 100 times up, and then he will start to walk. And that is what is happening with you. You will face these problems. When I from 2013 till 2018, my brother and my sister were telling me to create videos, and I was having the fear of the camera. I, Amit Kumar Mehta, was having the problem of the fear of camera. When I used to open the video, when I used to open the camera, my mind used to go blank. So it's not a thing that only you are facing. It's a journey which everybody has gone through. If you ask all the 30 people in the room right now, everybody has gone through that particular problem. But it's not about stopping at that particular problem. It's about fighting with that particular problem. We know, we know that you'll be facing this particular problem, that your mind will go blank in front of the camera. And that is why we have given you this as a challenge. And that is why we are doing that as a group, so that you don't feel left out, right? Somebody else is doing it. How can they do it? It challenges you, and then you make one more video. Suppose Biplab makes a video, suppose Amog makes a video, suppose Dheeraj makes a video. You feel challenged that how can he do it and I'm not able to do it. And then you make one more video, and then you see somebody else sending a video, you send one more video. You're challenging yourself, you're putting yourself under stress, and stress is good for you. Your muscles build only when you put stress on it. And that is why we have given you the challenge. You'll face these problems. Every beginner, every learner has to go through this particular process. Every hero was once a zero. You look at all the great actors also. Initially, they also take so many retakes. Even Amitabh Bachchan takes so many retakes for some scenes. If the script is longer, they have to take retakes. It's perfectly okay. So there's nothing wrong in you taking a retake. There's nothing wrong in you getting blank in front of the camera. It's a normal process. Everybody has to go through that journey. So be happy and just keep on doing this particular task on a 1% level basis, keep on improving on a daily basis, and you will have to, you'll definitely improve. So I hope the answer was given to you. If there is any further question, you can ask Nishu. How to use chat GPT, important English, and what to search. Rahul Bhatia will be sending you, share, ma'am. Yamshi, if you're there,
Yes, I'm there.
please send a chat GPT video. There are 2 videos of chat GPT. Just coordinate with Shreya and send that in the group once again. Rahul, please watch those videos. We have elaborately told you how to go about searching on chat GPT. And if there is still a problem, you can give me a direct call tomorrow, and I'll be trying to help you with chat GPT, because it's very, very simple. It's as simple as 1 2 3, but it gives you ton of information in a very quick span of time. We'll go to Javed Ansari. Javed, you can unmute yourself and please ask a question.
Uh,
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
yeah, hi.
Hi, sir. Sir, I will speak outside English, but stage, uh, but but stage, and not speak to English.
Okay, so I think it's majorly. I told you, I've been telling everybody. It's I can understand from your speech also, the way you asked the question. It's majorly a concept of practice. So Javed, how many videos you have made? I think you are new in the system. How many videos you have made till now?
Sir, one introduction video. Sir.
One introduction video. See, just look at it. So you just started
Yes,
with the journey. So just started.
yes,
You've just come to the gym for the first day. So don't expect
yes,
miracles to happen. Just keep on fighting and just keep on improving on a daily basis. Okay, because this is a journey. You will be taking 21 days and 21 videos to improve. Your
yes,
improvement will not happen in one video, 2 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos. No, you have to come, you have to speak. You have come here for speaking. The problem is you're not able to express yourself. You're able to understand whatever I'm saying right now. Even if I speak very, very fast right now, you'll still be able to understand me, right? Because your understanding level is not
yes,
a
sir.
problem. You've done a lot of input in your life. You've done a lot of listening. You've done a lot of reading in your life. But what you have not done is a lot of speaking. And this is your opportunity. This 21-day journey is your opportunity, all of you, to speak as much as is possible. When you speak as much as is possible, when you try to use more of speaking and more of writing,
Yes,
as I think this person has asked, just give me a second, Suprabha has also asked, why do we research, why do we write? Because writing is your first step towards fluency. Writing is when you create English. Speaking is when you create English. That is going to help you. So just keep on improving your writing and speaking, writing and speaking, writing and speaking for the next 21 days, and it will all accumulate. It will be compound interest. It will be growing, it will be improving. Okay, it's a journey. It will take some time, but keep on continuing and keep on doing your daily task. It will start improving very, very soon. So I hope I'm done with with your questions. It's time now for
yes,
the
sir.
next agenda. Yes, thank you so much, Javed. So we'll go to the
Okay,
next
thanks, sir.
agenda. Hina, over to
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you, Javed. We'll go to the next agenda. Hina, you're
Yes.
there? Yeah,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I have a question.
yeah. A quick
Hello,
one,
sir.
please. Yeah, Mahesh.
Good evening, sir. Sir, when I am speaking in meeting, MMDC meeting,
Right.
if I made mistakes,
Uh-huh.
no one will be noticed or corrections.
Right,
So if I keep on doing mistakes,
right.
then we will be in trouble. Suppose I
Mm-hmm.
go outside and speak with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
same mistake happens.
Mm.
What to do? Who
Okay.
will correct it?
Okay,
That's my
I'll tell
problem.
you. I got your question. There is a reason why we don't correct mistakes at MMDC, and you know that. The basic reason why we don't correct any. Please mute yourself, Malish. Yeah. So the reason why we don't correct mistakes, everybody knows it. We are a community of language parents. We don't want to correct your mistakes, because if we start correcting your mistakes, you'll start feeling that low confidence. Okay. Now, how will your grammar improve? How will your English improve? What if you make mistakes outside? There is a particular plan to that also. What is happening at MMDC, if you have all noticed it, we have told it's a zero grammar particular solution. Zero grammar solution, zero grammar english.com. That is what we talk it, right? That is what we tell you. So what is happening to you in 21 days? You are getting exposed to, right, 21 different topics. You would have read at least 2100 sentences. If you have come to this 9:15 meeting on a regular basis 5 days a week, you would have listened to 21,000 sentences. Now, because of listening to the correct sentences, now when you come at 9:15, when you're listening to YouTube, when you are actually reading something on Google, this 21,000 sentences in 21 days, listening, reading, speaking, writing, when you're doing, what is actually happening is your mind is correcting your auto correcting all your sentences. Auto correction is happening. You're learning so much of grammar indirectly from me right now. When I'm speaking all the sentences correct because I have learned grammar earlier in my life. I have been speaking English for the last 20 years. So whenever I'm speaking right now, what is happening? I'm speaking correct sentences. You're listening to correct sentences, and your mind is auto correcting most of your 80-90% of your problems are automatically getting corrected, Malish. And for the rest, you will have to do a little bit of grammar. See, what we tell is grammar should not come first, but we are not saying that grammar should not come last. First thing what we're saying is build your base of the cake should be ready, and then you decorate that with grammar, embellish that cake with grammar, beautify that cake with grammar. So grammar comes the second stage. First you improve by 80-90%. And the best part about this entire deal is that when we are speaking Malish, when we are speaking outside, when you're speaking with others, in terms of spoken English, even if you're 80% correct, nobody is going to come and judge you. In written English, you have to be 100% correct. But in spoken English, even if you're 80, even if you're 85, even if you're 90, and you are not 100, it's perfectly okay. So trust me, indirectly, a lot of English learning is happening, and 80 is a very good score. Even if you're making some mistakes, nobody's observing it. So when you speak over here and nobody's minding it, because what is the purpose of communication? What is the purpose of, see, English is not a subject. We should not be getting 100 out of 100, all of it. It's not a subject, it's a language. So language is basically about communicating the mind, your mind, whatever is there in my mind. If I have a grammar teacher besides me, even after 20 years of me speaking English, I've written 4 books, 5 books in English, but still, if somebody, I have a grammar teacher besides me, she will find out hundreds of problems in my English. I've been speaking for the last approximately 45 minutes. They will find out hundreds of problems in my English. But that is not the point. The point is, in spoken English, it does not matter. What matters is, are you able to communicate 100% of your mind to the other person? That is most important. And the second thing which I told you is, if you keep on doing this practice on a regular basis of listening, reading, speaking, and writing, what is automatically happening is your sentences are automatically getting corrected. You are seeing, you're observing, you have to become more observant. After 21 days time, in the 21-day period, start observing the phrases. What is happening? How are you able to frame sentences automatically? Because your brain is now able to frame the sentence, is to able to look at the sentences properly, and then is able to decipher the sentences, and then is able to actually implement those sentences. All of that is happening. So just keep on doing the process, and auto correction will start happening, Malish. So don't worry about all those problems. You are already on a good stance, and trust me, these are very minute problems, and nobody puts attention to those problems in today's date. Rita, I think we'll have to delay your question. Maybe we can arrange a
Yes,
call back
sir.
to you.
I got my
Yeah,
question
thank you,
answered.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much,
Okay.
Malish. Rita,
Welcome, sir.
yes, Rita. Yeah, but please ask your question, but we'll be quick about it. Yeah.
Sir, I have question. I am beginner. I don't know English at all. How can one improve English without grammar? I am very poor English, sir.
I don't
Very,
think
very
you
poor.
are bad in English because you're able to understand whatever I have said for the last 45 minutes. So your English score is already 50 plus. And trust me, if I do a scoring of how you asked the question to me right now, you have already, you have a score of 50 to 60 right now. And that is a very good score to start with. And now, what is important is you keep on doing it for 21 days. Whatever, when you go to a doctor, don't apply your brain. Okay? When you go to a doctor, leave it on the doctor. I am the doctor of English. Suppose I have given you medicine for 21 days. Just take this medicine for 21 days. Okay. And then come to me that, sir, after 21 days also, my problem has not got sorted out. How many videos have you made, Rita? How many particular 9:15 meetings have you attended? How many calls do you take on a daily basis? How many times have you raised your hand? Measure these as of now. Don't measure your English. Your English is 50 to 60%, and at a beginner level, it's very good. And trust me, in 21 days, if you follow the process properly, if you keep on doing the task properly, it will automatically improve in a very, very good way. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the results, the end result. Don't worry about what is happening right now. Just keep on doing the process, and that will give you result. Everybody in the room, just mind, no, just forget that entire thing that how will it happen. Forget the how, because we have done the how. We have done the research. It's your job just to execute, just to take action and do the task, and then you'll get the results, all of you. Okay. So Hina, over to you. Finally, please, as fast as possible.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Rita. Yeah. Hina, you're there.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. Let's move to the next agenda.
Yeah, so